I had never read anything like that before, so the only experience I ever had with Duel was being afraid of those big trucks in my rearview mirror, so I could certainly relate to that. But I didn't really immediately think of another filmmaker that had made a similar film. I certainly, I'm a big fan of the French Wages of Fear, and then Billy Friedkin's subsequent remake, Sorcerer, but this was long before The Sorcerer when I was. Duel was a short story in Playboy magazine written by Richard Matheson that my secretary gave me and said, you should make this into a movie. She gave it to me and I read it and I thought it was extraordinary, and then discovered they were actually going to shoot it for ABC television as a movie of the week. And I lobbied really hard to get that job because I somehow felt I had an affinity to the subject matter. I don't know why. And I don't even know who influenced me to have affinity with that kind of subject matter. But it was one of the best choices I ever made because it opened up the whole world for me. I began getting offers to direct movies for the first time. So Duel allowed a lot of producers to trust me and offer me their films. So and Truffaut, nobody like him. He was a child at heart, and yet he was, like the title of his film, he was a wild child. And I worked with him 4 months in Mobile, Alabama, and Moorcroft, Wyoming, on Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And some of my reason for making E.T. came from Truffaut, because Truffaut had just made a film called Small Change, and he had the best time working with children. And he said to me, he said, you have the heart of a child. This is what he said to me in broken English. He said, you have the heart of a child. You need to make a movie with kids. He said, kids. And I never forgot that. And when I came up with the story for E.T., I always remembered that Truffaut was the one that said, you got to make a picture with kids.